They say a picture paints 1,000 words. This is always true for political debates, but even more so when a rushed, disjointed, and frankly bizarre format prevents deep discussion and constantly cuts off candidate answers. This was the case at Thursday's English language leaders debate, where what leaders actually said was likely less important than how they came off to voters.
They are about the values of Quebec.
And yet religious minorities, sir, cannot progress.
Finance minister has moved forward
on all right,
Mr.
Trudeau. Mr. Trudeau, I'm sorry, that's time. We have to move on.
Mr. Trudeau, you should not have called this election. You should have gotten the job done in Afghanistan.
Mr. O'Toole, as of the beginning...
Hold on, this is not open debate.
This was also true for English speakers who watched the first two French debates. A language divide, even when translated into subtitles or voiceovers, magnifies the importance of facial and body language. At least outside of Quebec, the most memorable moment from the TBA debate wasn't even technically part of the debate. It was the event's official photo of the four participating leaders and moderator Pierre Bruneau. The photo was widely shared on social media because the candidates looked, well, kind of weird. Trudeau and Blanchet appeared to be in a wide-legged manspreading contest, with the latter ready to draw his pistols for an old-fashioned duel. Jagmeet Singh looked like he was waiting to be beamed aboard the Starship Enterprise, and Aaron O'Toole was grinning like it was his first day of school and Mom wanted a photo. Aside from sheer entertainment value, the photo did seem to capture each leader's unique debate personality. Trudeau and Blanchet are by far the most aggressive debaters, often to the point of coming off as agitated, rude, or even smug. Singh has been MIA in the public consciousness for much of campaign season, and he was often quite quiet during the French debates. I also found he lacked charisma and fierceness in the English ones. O'Toole has continued to do a good job appearing likable and non-scary to progressives, despite the best Liberal attempts to paint him as such. Missing from the TBA debate was Green leader Annamie Paul, which is unfortunate in the sense that if any candidate won the English debates from a likability perspective, it was she. Her answers were clear, to the point, and contained just the right amount of emotion. That she appeared between the overly aggressive Blanchet and Trudeau did them no favors by way of comparison. In an unusual departure from Canadian debate norms, where moderators are typically bland and forgettable, English language moderator Sachi Curl had an outsized presence. While the content of many of her questions was rightly critical, it was the hostile and somewhat combative way in which she delivered them that seemed to rub audiences the wrong way. At times, she actually debated the candidates herself, often cutting off their answers just as they had the potential to get interesting. The already poorly formatted debate suffered as a result, although it was fascinating to see how the leaders fared under such hostile lines of questioning. Blanchet answered hostility with more hostility, Trudeau appeared to enter panic mode, O'Toole and Paul actually kept their cool confidence, and Singh faded into the background. Again, this was much like they all appeared in the TBA debates class photo. So we may not have gleaned much more insight into leaders' policies in this round of debates, but there were still plenty of opportunities to learn what type of people they are.